So tell us more about Suchitra Academy, and specifically what I've heard from talking to you and other people who have been associated with Suchitra Academy, that there's a lot of focus on sports education, which is something that is, it's a trend that is catching up, and not something which was very prevalent few years back. And I know that sports is very close to your heart as well. You were a university level badminton player and were ranked number 7 in snooker championship under 21. I think that's amazing. So talk to us a little bit more about your love for sports and the role that schools play in sports education.
Yeah, I love sport. I think that has been my first love. Always growing up and studying, sports was my passion, not studies. But the general impression that time was that sports won't lead you anywhere, so it's better to study. So that's how the encouragement from my parents was hardly anything, and for good reason. Though in those days, to build a career in sports is almost not possible in those days. That's something which I really missed out on, that I should have pursued sport to a greater level. And a lot of people have many regrets in their childhood. My biggest regret is that I got selected to play for India in the World Championships in Iceland, and I could not go because I had exams.
Oh my God, unbelievable.
So that's the biggest regret in my life. So that's something which has been carrying me throughout my life. I still play a lot of badminton. I don't play much of snooker, but badminton has taught me many things: resilience, teamwork, the ability to focus. There's been a lot of things that I've also continued to see in many athletes as well. It's quite incredible in terms of what sport can do to children. So my daughter was playing badminton professionally. She was ranked in amongst India's top 20 players in the under 19 in the world. So we were traveling. I spent enormous amount of time with her. I dedicated almost 4 years. We'd start at 4 o'clock. We would be at practice, doing all the things: morning, evening, diet, sports science. Everything was happening, and somewhere I felt the philosophy of sports science, which was existing in badminton that time, was quite behind the times. And then we didn't adapt to new age techniques and new age sports science that was prevalent in other sports in the West. In India, only cricket was something which probably had attention, real sports science on improving badminton was still at the very primitive stage, where people were doing just weights and like the traditional way what people would do. Nothing. It was not so sports specific at that point. So then we were building in Suchitra about 7 badminton indoor courts.
Wow!
So I thought, why not we do an academy ourselves, and it will help our children and maybe a few other players. So that was the idea. So we thought, we got one coach from Indonesia, and we started off with a trainer and a physio, a couple of physios and 2 trainers. And quickly we realized that building a world-class academy requires several pieces to it, including having a larger set of players. You just cannot have 10 players or something like that. So some athletes play. You have to be exposed to slow play, fast play.
Correct. Different kind of games.
Lot of different things need to be. Left-handers, right-handers. There's so many things. So we thought, okay, now let's start to expand. We'll make it a proper world-class facility, and then we started to add more people to the entire scheme of things. And we started the academy in 2016, November 1st. and June. Sindhu, PV Sindhu, the badminton player, and her father have been very good friends for a long time. And I suggested to them, why don't we do some analysis of Sindhu's body to understand body balance, range of motion, and things like that, and see what we can actually improve. That the idea was just to give her inputs.
Understood.
So that when we showed through tests that she was way behind, her core strength was, nowhere close to being elite. And they being athletes, they quickly realized, father and Sindhu also realized that, we need to improve on the physical fitness. So that's when they plugged out of the National Academy, and for physical fitness, we started to work with her. And we took her on about 45 days before the epic match she played with Okuhara, 2017 World Championship final. It was a 2-hour game which she lost by one point. Highly physical game, and she withstood the entire thing. That game was so intense. Prakash Padukone also called it probably the greatest match played by an Indian sportsperson. So it was at that level.
I think I'll find that game now and watch it. I've seen multiple games of PV Sindhu, but I think I've missed this one. But amazing to know the story. Please continue.
I will share the link with you as well.
Sure.
So
sure.
that's how that's where they saw the value. There was even the commentators were saying, now this player is going to fall down. It's happening. They're tired, and one of them is going to break down. But she withstood the entire thing. So that's how the physical fitness and recovery for her till about a year back we've been doing. It's been almost nearly 7 years that we worked together. Our trainer and physio since then have been traveling with her for pretty much all the tournaments, Olympics or World Championships or any other tournament that she was traveling to. And me personally, I would help out on the strategy, on the mindset, and there were some clear habits that she had picked on over the period of time, and then worked very hard on improving them. So that's how we've helped one of the great athletes of India. And seeing our ability to do some of these significant changes, significant work on players, on physical fitness, other sports people also started to approach us. So we've trained Nikhat Zareen, the two-time world boxing champion. During her first World Championship gold, that 1 year she trained with us for physical fitness.
Wow.
And then we also have national champions of tennis, junior Wimbledon players. Then we have sailors who represented India around 1 or 2 low-level IPL players as well. So we've physical fitness, we support many other sports as well. And this is a not-for-profit, and we keep putting in money month on month to support
amazing.
what we're doing.
No, that's amazing, and thanks a lot for sharing these stories, Praveen. I know that not many people would have been aware that an academy that originated from a school had made such a tremendous impact in the gaming world, right? So for India, you have got accolades. So I think this is inspiring work, and I'm just amazed to hear this story. So thanks a lot for sharing this with us.